Good morning, guys. This is sissyknows.org, and I have another question for you, hopefully another answer. I got a question about what God expects of you, so we're going to start with that. And we're all about the small questions, you know. So there's a story in the Bible about Jesus, and when he started his ministry, if you don't know a lot about the Bible stuff and about Jesus, he was 30 years old when his ministry started, and pretty much the story of his birth and a story when he went to a synagogue when he was 12 are the only references to his life before he was 30. He was a respectful boy. He helped his dad in the wood shop. He helped his brothers and sisters take care of his mom. But he was just basically a good kid. And he hadn't done anything specific to his ministry at that point. And when God called him to ministry, the first thing that he did is he went down to the river and got baptized. And when he came up out of the water, a spirit that was like a dove came down and rested on his shoulder or on his head, and there was a voice from heaven that said, "This is my son in whom I'm well pleased." And that's how his ministry started. The important part about that to me is that as a child of God, Jesus is said to be the firstborn of many sons, which means anybody who follows Jesus and becomes a Christian is a child of God. And before you do anything for God, he is well pleased with you just because you accepted him, just because you said that he's in your heart. He is pleased with that choice. Even if all the choices you made before that have made your life a mess and you are just a hot mess on wheels, God still is pleased with you. He still loves you because you've accepted him and you're willing to listen to him. And all the rest is just details. He loves you and he's pleased with you. And if you just give him the time and the space, he will help put your life back together. The most important thing is that if you accept Jesus, you let that spirit work in your heart, then he is pleased with you right now, whatever condition you're in. He will help work out the details. But you are loved before you ever start changing because you are his child. In the same way that $100 bill is still worth $100, even if you drop it in a mud puddle and it's all tattered around the edges, it's still worth $100. Your value isn't in what you do or who you are. Your value is in who you are, whose you are. And that is the important thing to God. The mess that you got stuck to you isn't the important part. And I just want to encourage you today that if you have accepted Jesus, just keep that in your mind. When lies come into your heart and your mind that say you're not worth it or that God's mad at you, just say, no, God is well pleased with me. The rest is just details. I'll try. I'll be the seed and he will make it grow. And we just thank you and pray. I thank you for listening, and I hope that this encourages you to look at God as a loving God, a loving Father who wants the best for you and who's pleased with you before you ever do anything good. He loves you because of who you are, not what you do. All right, so this is sissyknows.org, and I hope you have a great day.